You set out for Stalwart. The White March rises up in the distance, stretching to the north and south as far as the eye can see. It beckons to you with peaks like broken fingers. The road thins to a tattered ribbon, and the shadow of the mountains falls across your path. You've barely begun your climb when the darkening sky pummels you with hailstones and turns the ground beneath you to ice. You press on. The air grows thin, and the treacherous mountain passes funnel screeching winds past your ears. A blizzard forces you to make camp for 3 days, huddling for safety while snow piles around your refuge. At last the weather clears, and you approach Stalwart under a crisp blue sky. There's a noise, high and sharp, coming from the village that sounds at first like another frozen gale. But when you top the rise and reach the village's wooden gates, you see what lies beyond them.
It's Darzyr, with a whole pack of them!
We can take these bastards!
Okay, so, people arriving at our stronghold, we're not going back there for a while, whatever. So, we have what definitely looks like some ogres, and let's just work out where we want to go. I think we just want everybody to just take a step forward and get into formation. There we go. Okay, crag ogres. We know nothing about crag ogres. You are on your melee weapon, you are on your ranged weapon. I think you should both be on ranged weapons just now. And then we'll get Durance to do us a quick encounter buff. As everyone attack, then we'll tell Durance to do the quick encounter buff. There we go.
I'm ready.
Do it. Attack, please. Attack. I think I told them to stand next to it, which is really not very smart.
I'm ready.
There we go. Everyone gets our accuracy buff.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Yep, we are hitting it. It is a very high amount of damage reduction. Like, a seriously high amount of damage reduction. Oh, no, it doesn't. It only has 5. Deflection was what I was looking at there. Oops. And then a cannoneer. So they shoot cannons at us. And that actually appears to hurt Edier. So these must have, like, severe, like, DR things. One is getting behind Edier. We're okay with that, I think. Cool. Everyone attack the cannoneer. Oh, cannoneers become friendly. Everyone attack the crag ogre. This is fine. And then we should be able to kill it without having to use anything in particular. Right. Now everybody can attack the cannoneer, including Edier, who's going to knock it over. Right. There we go. And it should be easy hits for the rest of you guys. Perfect. And because Palagina's attacking it, in theory, everyone should be getting this accuracy bonus against it. Yeah, it's down.
Hey.
Cool. Looks like they have Orlands here as well. As with these crag ogres. Bloodstones are what they're dropping. Okay.
Hey.
Let's get us organized and try and work out where exactly we are. Oh, so we can actually see the whole map. Okay. Well, let's head up this way first and check that it's clear, and then we'll head back down. Now, what have we got here? Smelters haven't been seen use in a long time. We got some plants. Okay. And nothing up there. Okay. We got a wagon, but nothing's happening at the wagon. Okay. We got this temple down here. Let's check the temple is fine. And then we'll start heading into center town. Okay, his temple is not fine. 2 crag ogres. We can get up. Durance, give everyone the buff. There we go.
This fight is mine!
And then the crag ogre should fall. Yeah, after he buffs everyone, we'll get Durance to attack. Okay, next wave of attacks, and now everyone can attack this crag ogre and kill it.
That's how it's done!
And another hit. Another couple hits. There we go. Cool. Crag ogres don't appear to be that tough. I don't think they're meant to be. What have we got here? Potion of Wizard Stubble.
Hey.
Okay. Right, let's keep heading on in. This is just a temple. Door appears to be barred from the inside. It does not budge. Okay. So we'll just head along the water here, I think. What are these? Winter wolves. Okay. Get them. These should... Yeah, these aren't even a slight challenge. These should be something that you'd be able to deal with.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Okay, another set of hits.
Got you.
Okay, cool. Grab our loot once it lets us.
Hey.
So crag ogres, minorly scary. These things not. Oh, we should basically steal from this place as well. Fish. Okay. See if they have any more of that. Yeah, more fish. Maybe we can make something from it. Maybe we can make some sort of, I don't know, buff. Barred from the inside? Yeah, so they knew this attack was coming. They were well prepared-ish, I would assume, given it's barred from the inside. Crag ogre. Right.
My mind feels sharp.
Or at least it's something that they're prepared for. Even if they didn't know the attack was coming, they're they know that attacks like this happen. Okay. Everyone the buff. Durance, also use your extra heal, I think. There we go. His heal slash stat boost, basically. Right, and now attack the Chanter. Ooh, okay.
My mind feels sharp as
Another hit. It's got very slow, like, charge up for his attack, so I assume it does damage. Oh, but Edier looks like he deflected it. Okay, next one. And get it. Get the Cannoneer. Yes, we're cancelling its reload each time, I think. Yep. Don't, like, not attack it because it's friendly. Because it's not really friendly. There we go. Oh, finally reloaded, but it doesn't do much. Okay. Oh, they all stopped attacking because I had to use the single attack command. There we go. Cool. Grab the loot.
Alright
yep.
then.
Grab what's in the barrels. What have we got here? Jerky. Okay. Got some random plants. Got some more random stuff. Now we got the bit where we can move up. Let's kind of go straight up here. Straight up past the fishery. Chanter, get it. Wolf, get it. Wolf. Wolf can go down first, so we should definitely go for wolves first. Okay. They're all trapped behind Edier, which is good, so it doesn't matter that he doesn't have enough engages for it. Durance, give everyone a buff.
What?
Yeah. Wolf's down, so we'll need to tell the rest two to attack, but that's fine. You guys can now all attack the Chanter, including you, Edier. Okay.
That's it.
Chanter should fall soon, I would think.
This fight
I know
is
we're kind of
mine.
not utilizing the Paladin to the best of its abilities, but I think that having a singular tank is still better right now. And if we need the Paladin, it's always there.
My
Looks
mind
like Crag
feels
Ogres
sharp
might
as
have the
steel.
same thing Berserkers have. Does it seem there that it had no health bar? But you can still attack the ones with no health bar. It's the same as Berserkers.
This fight is mine. This
Edier, you
fight
want
is
to attack?
mine.
Oh, he wasn't in range to be engaged in that, but the ogre was able to be engaged with him. Interesting. Yeah, that was definitely the berserking ability. Okay.
That's it.
Crag Ogre will fall. Don't, like, let it run away. There we go. Everybody kill it. There we go. Perfect. These fights are not so much difficult, but they're minorly challenging. Durant's got leveled up. We'll do that in a bit. Oh, okay. Wow. A lot of people dying here. Villager. Okay. We can get the Cannoneer. That's fine. No, kill the Cannoneer. Yeah. Like how even the NPCs stopped attacking the Cannoneer. Okay.
For
Kill it.
Stalwart!
Wow, she's shouty. Okay.
Of course.
I guess this is what they needed help with, the people who were coming here for. I thought we were going to a fort. I still could be right. Yeah, let's make sure we got everything back here.
This fight is mine.
Get the Winter Wolf. Then get the Crag Ogre. Right. Durance, give everyone a buff. We pretty much got combat settled for just now. Buff. Oh, they all stopped attacking because it became friendly. I almost want to take his... Like, the weapon is fantastic. I almost want to take it away just because of that. I wonder if there's a game option where I can just say, like, no, if it becomes dominated, keep attacking it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get it. Ooh, Chanter. Keep attacking the Crag Ogre.
This fight is
There we go. Everyone attack the Winter Wolf now. Okay. Perfect. And now everybody attack this one. Does this buff the accuracy bonus? No, it's zealous endurance. Okay, so that it converts hits into grazes. Yeah. Oh, I thought we killed the wolf. Never mind, kill the wolf. Now we can attack the big guy. Okay. Knock him over.
Hey.
That's it.
There we go. Everybody continue attacking. Especially Edier. There we go. Cool. Everybody continue attacking it. Yeah, they don't have a lot of will. That's what we're getting here. Okay. Let's pick up the loot. There we go. And we can head out this way.
Look out! More of them by the fishery!
We already got those guys. I just want to see if there's any more up here. Yeah, there's a chanter up here. Okay. Get the chanter. Oh, Edier, you're taking a lot of damage there. Just knock him over. Durance, give everyone a buff.
That's it.
Okay. Edier, can you knock over this one as well? Right, everybody attack the big guy. Apart from Edier, who I just told to knock over. Right. Cool. This should be fine. Now everyone can attack that guy. He should fall fairly quickly. Okay, he's friendly. We'll let him be friendly for just now while we attack the cannoneer.
That's it.
There we go. 2 more hits. Few more hits. Hopefully. Does she have any other modals? I was just checking. No, she only has the one modal. That's fine. We'll leave her on it.
My mind feels
Crag
sharp
Ogre.
as steel.
Should fall any second now.
That's it.
Cool. Right now we only really need 1 tank, so we'll just stick with that. But we can always switch. Got some more things we can pick up. We got a house. Barred from the inside. Okay, so yeah, even the basic houses are barred from the inside, so it's definitely some sort of thing. Like, this is something that wasn't unexpected. Okay. And it seems like there's a good
Run!
resistance from the
They'll kill
villagers.
us all!
We would have killed the ones over there, didn't we? I don't know. We'll have a look. Oh no. White wolf. Get it. Winter wolf. Oh wow, that's a lot. Oh, this is the war leader. Okay. Durance, give everyone the buff. Pelagina, I think this is time for you to go sword. Go after the wolf. Yeah, go after the wolf. This will probably be a rest after this, so we'll use everything we got. Flank everybody, I think is the correct choice here. We'll switch soon to melee, I think. Loth, what are we looking for here? Probably a bounding hit. If we've got bounding missiles. Yeah, that's probably going to be the most consistent. Cool. Pelagina, go fire sword this wolf. Okay. We need to switch and attack the Crag Ogre with our blight. Okay. This seems to be doing fine. Chanter's sneaking around behind. Get it? Yep, okay. Just generally give a deflection to all allies in the area of effect. To those ones, definitely seems like a good idea. Right, our Chanter can attack the this Crag Ogre. And a Loth, we can try another bounding thing on that Crag Ogre. There we go.
That's it.
Okay, that's a good amount of bounce in between there. Wolf should fall. Good. Attack that one. Durance, anything else we want to do here? Probably restore critical endurance just in the center. Okay, we're still in the Chanter. Switch to the Chanter, switch to the Chanter. Okay. Pelagina, you're gonna run in at that Crag Ogre. There we go. That works. Durance, attack the Chanter. If we can get rid of this Chanter, we're in a good spot, I think. There we go. Everyone who's there attack that Crag Ogre except for a Loth. A Loth is going to try and get this guy right here with something. Maybe we'll just try concussive missiles? Yeah, he doesn't have that much DR, so let's concussive missiles him. And then we'll get Grieving Mother to A lot of stuff she could do. Powerful ally stuff. Drains reduction from an enemy seems like a good one. There we go. Attack it. We're down on the ground. But that should be a ton of damage. Okay, back ones. Keep attacking the war leader. Crag ogre's getting all berserky. That's fine. You hit this with your fire sword. Okay. Fire sword appears to be broken. She is prone. Oh, okay. She doesn't look prone, but she was prone apparently. Fire sword it. Yep. You've not used your blind, so blind them. Blind them like that. Get Edier to knock him over. Back 3, start working on the cannoneers. Okay. Durance, do we have a heal here? We do have a heal. Drop that down. Okay, cool. Backlot still in the cannoneer. War leader should fall any second now. Should fall any second now, I say again. He's got deep wounds on him. Yeah, he should be, like, dead. Yeah. Pallegina fell. Wow. Okay. He must have some severe healing. Okay, get the cannoneer. Okay. Almost got him. Another hit. Alright, we're going in for the back hits on him. That should interrupt him a lot. Yup. Wow, they have a lot of health. Like, base health. We could probably check that, actually, in our bestiary. We'll check it after the fight. There we go. Killed it. Whew. Right. Clear? Oh, not yet. You're the one Renegild sent for. She'll want to speak with you. Her house is just up the way, next to Griff's Rest. The messenger pants, waving smoke away from his face.
Katie's house is burning. Hurry, they're both in there. Help! The hut's coming down.
Oh, the hut's coming down. We will help in just a second. What did we get? We got spellbinds. Okay. We got stuff there. We got stuff here, and now we need to check the bestiary, which is under J. There we go. Bestiary. We're looking at Crag Ogres. This is the same as for Ogre, right? Yes, this is the same for Ogre. Okay. I just want to see what their stuff is. So 200 endurance, roughly. Okay. So a lot of health, but not a lot of other stuff. Like, the general stats, might and health and like that stuff's high, but their deflection isn't very high for it. So basically they'll tank a lot, but they are easy to hit. Okay, let's get them. They're also level 4, which is a little bit low, but that's fine. The roof of this hut is almost entirely enveloped in flames, lighting the snow in stark orange hues. Several beams have been reduced to ember-dotted husks. Through the hut's threshold, you can see only billowing smoke. Fire roars as it climbs timbers. The air feels thick and hot, and the building is a maze of flame. Withstanding the smoke and navigating the fire will be a challenge. Who do we send? It's between myself, Edier, and Pallegina in my mind. I think it should be Edier. We'll send Edier. Edier leaps over the burning threshold, plunging out of sight behind a wall of smoke. Inside the house, fires pitted the walls and beams, and a thick haze rolls through the building. It is hard to even see a few feet ahead, save for the occasional glimpse of glowing embers. We're going to crouch down to avoid the smoke. Edier moves onwards, through a haze of heat and soot. The hut groans and shifts as the blaze grows. Above, a beam begins to sag, threatening to crash down into the corridor. From ahead comes a faint sound of a voice, calling for help. Okay, cool, you had enough perception, that's good. So we can prop up the beam with another log, run past to wait for the beam to fall. Let's prop it up. Looking around quickly, Edier notices a piece of fallen timber that seems just tall enough to work. Edier heaves it up and sets it against the sagging beam. The makeshift prop holds for a moment, allowing safe passage. Despite the smoke and flames, Edier remains unharmed and unhindered for the moment. Pressing forward, Edier comes at last to a wider room. To the left is a man, the source of the faint cries for help. He stands trapped behind a curtain of flame, arms raised to ward off the heat. It may be impossible to reach him without quenching the fires first. To the right, a woman lies unconscious beneath what appears to have once been the roof. She is small, but the rubble trapping her looks heavy. Smoke winds its way up and out into the open air, obscuring all sight of the outside. Let's have a look at the right first. This woman is trapped beneath a considerable amount of rubble, including a heavy crossbeam. A purpling bruise on her temple suggests she was struck as the debris fell. Let's use one of our pry bars to clear the rubble. Edier sets up the pry bar against a section of the crossbeam and, using every ounce of strength, strains to lift it clear. After a period of fruitless struggle, the beam finally begins to rise by slow degrees. With one great and final effort, Edier heaves the last of the rubble clear of the woman. Though still unconscious, the woman is free of the rubble and can now be moved. It's turn to help the man. Edier approaches the other victim. A sudden flashover singes Edier's arms. It doesn't stop Edier, but the pain steadily grows. Help! Please, help me here! A man dressed in the haphazard armour of the local guard stands trapped at one side of the house. Fire has worked his way up the floorboards, blocking all escape. If we had any of these things, we could do it. Let's just try and reach for him through the flames. Edier moves towards him, but the flames scald Edier's arms. The man also tries to move towards Edier, but the flame rises higher to block his path. We'll try and help the woman. Yeah, Edier can keep going, but not for much longer. We'll carry the woman out. The woman is of a slight frame. Carrying her proves easier than freeing her from the rubble. Edier hoists her carefully onto his shoulder. As we have to retreat to the exit. Beset by smoke-clogged air and burning debris, Edier finds the ordeal taking its toll. But still, Edier presses on, determined. Keeping a firm hold upon the unconscious woman, Edier turns for the exit. Edier races past the unsteady beam for a second time. The timber crashed down, scant few seconds after Edier passes through. The smoke clouds Edier's vision and makes it difficult to breathe, but Edier staggers onwards. At last, Edier comes to the door, rushing out of the blaze and into the mountain air.
Katie, thank the gods you saved her.
I was sure that thing was coming down and take your friend with it. The man wipes his brow and stares up at the collapsing house. At least you got Katie out there. As for poor Lurgolder. His eyes widen as the section of the roof collapses. He looks away, shaking his head. You look like you could use a drink. Take this over to Halfric's and have one on me. He flips you a couple of flat, carved bones. Okay.
Hey.
Interesting. Well, that was unfortunate. We were told to go to the Grief's Rest, so we should just do that to start with here. Oh, we should also rest, I think, if we can. Yeah, let's take our first rest. Camping is not allowed. I guess we shouldn't rest. Okay, who we got here? We got a bard and we got a villager.
If it's okay, I'm gonna wait by that fire there while you do that thing with the battery.
Okay. Oh, interesting. It shows what the current song's lyrics are when the bard sings it. That's neat.
Rena! Go check on that Orlin. Make sure he don't steal nothing.
Hello, Halfrick.
Never seen such a bloodbath. Feels like we got half the town's survivors in here, just drinking to forget it.
He shakes his head and looks to you, remembering
But
himself.
you must be looking for some refreshment, too, after the way you handled them ogres. Or perhaps a room. Say the word, and I'll give that shifty little Orlin the boot.
He nods at you with gruff camaraderie. What Orlin?
Showed up a few days ago. Sticks his nose out of the back room just long enough to empty his chamber pot.
He squints towards the hall as if daring the Orlin to show
Up to
himself.
no good, I tell you. I'd like nothing more than to see him gone, but I don't want a ruckus over it.
What makes you sure he's trouble?
We get our share of lowlifes coming through here. Smugglers, fugitives, Kith looking to avoid the sharp eye of the law. Ways keeping to himself. Well, honest Kith sure don't have cause for it.
I could talk to him.
I'd appreciate it. And I suppose I don't need to remind you that I don't want you to hurt him. I'm sure you can find a more discreet way of handling the problem.
He gives you a meaningful look. Okay, we could do that. Were we not told to find somebody in here? Oh, quest, that's what I'm looking for. Probably close all of this stuff now because we don't need it. Oh no, these are actually quests here, okay. As overstaying is welcome, and then Durgan's Battery. Renegild in our house, or Renegild in our house. Okay, so she's not the one. This isn't her house. This was where we were sent to get the drink. Okay. Ooh, we got some people over there we could talk to. We'll talk to them next time we come back here. We need to go to the person's house, and then we'll head back here later.
Don't see the harm. Building's thirsty
Hard
work.
living in a place like this. It's a wonder anybody stayed at all.
Okay, so where is... Oh, there's Renegild's house. It was right next door, I think. Yeah. You see a middle-aged woman and a younger man locked in an argument. Both wear clothes streaked with blood and dirt. The young man turns to the woman, a fresh cut visible below his eye.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother. It's...
Enough. They're gone.
She holds up a hand, which is missing the final joint of the ring finger, but it's her voice, sharp and steely, that silences the young man. As he glowers at his toes, he turns to you with dark circles under her eyes and a smile pulled taut across her thin
The
lips.
deliverer of Cadnua. Thank you for making the journey. Abidon knows it's a long one. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
She shoots the young man a brief but stern glare. He pulls a knife from his belt and an apple from his pocket and sets to work. Yeah, let's see what we want to do. Let's be polite. It's an honor to be called here.
That's fine of you to say so, though I'm hoping your strengths lie more with arms than words.
She folds the map in her hand with a quick and merciless pinch.
Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a map. What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good. But it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires.
Her eyes shine, and for an instant she looks like a much younger woman. How the mighty have fallen. What does this have to do with me?
The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart. But we need the White Forge.
She raises the map and taps a spot in the middle of a white and grey expanse. For a mountain dwarf we could say we've heard of it, but we have never heard of it.
Of course. Been over 200 years since anyone's felt so much as a summery breeze near it.
She smooths the creased
I'm
map.
hoping you can do something about that.
She ignores the young man who shakes his head at the crackling logs. How so?
We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
She rubs at her fatigued, shadowed eyes. Yeah. Why the sudden interest in the White Forge?
We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mine shaft and something resembling an inn.
She thumps the sturdy wooden wall with her fist.
Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper.
Okay, fair enough. It's what do we do?
But the White Forge... Well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands, business would come.
She folds her arms and gives you a stiff nod. The young man says nothing, but he tosses a sliver of the apple peel into the fireplace. Tell me about these other expeditions.
12 different groups have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery. But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone. The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party.
And that's why you need my help.
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers. But Durgan Steel could put Stalwart on the map again, open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
She thumps the desk with her fist. So why is Durgan Steel so special?
Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable.
In her enthusiasm, Renegild shifts on the balls of her feet. She props one bent arm on the other, pointing distractedly towards the eaves of the house. Steel is steel. It may be light and it may take on an edge well, but per complanza? The legends grow with each passing year.
If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart.
For a split second, her gaze flickers to Aldric. I'm guessing that he has a different view on the matter. How is it no one's gotten into Durgan's battery yet?
Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility?
She ticks the items off on her fingers.
It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan Steel lying just inside, and never mind the White Forge itself. The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense.
She folds her arms, shaking her head at the pitted floorboard.
But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut, the tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in.
Renegild trails off, and for a moment the room is silent, but for the popping and cracking of the fire. So what happened to Durgan's battery?
It don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
She waves her mangled hand in a broad crescent, averting her
Killed
gaze.
each other off. Or so the old books say.
He glares at Renegild through hooded eyes.
Plenty of tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place. Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after, moved to gentler, greener lands.
Had the right idea, if you ask me.
Tell me about the Pargrin dwarves.
Pargrin's a word in their language. Means traveler. They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more.
So you need the White Forge to make good steel. That's it?
Finally, someone talking sense.
He raises his knife and half-peeled apple into the fire in a dramatic gesture of exasperation.
Durgan Steel wasn't just good. It was some of the best. We need the best if we're going to keep Stalwart alive.
She glares at Aldric, even while she speaks to you.
No one alive today has seen the White Forge, but the old stories tell that it was powerful, glowed white-hot, and gave off a steady, even heat, unlike any other furnace. Let better-schooled folk puzzle over how the thing was built. I just want to see it put to use.
All right, where should I begin?
The battery's up the mountain to the north, a good hike away.
She jerks her head in the direction of the slope behind the house.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
Aldric says it in a breezy tone, but Renegild falls suddenly silent, consternation hardening the lines on her face. He smiles and draws his knife across the apple again.
So it is. Though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
She compresses her thin lips into a frown. Who's, Galavino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it, lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
He looks over his shoulder at you and Renegild. And by animancy's flimsy standards, that makes him an expert, does it? Aloft folds his arms.
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
She crosses her arms and crumples the page in one tightening fist. Okay. So, yeah. What's up with you and him? You seem flustered all of a sudden. Did he do something to anger you?
Me and the rest of the town. He knows better than to linger at our gates.
Yeah, what happened?
Old lunatic finally went too far. And we sent word to the Valiant academies. I don't like speaking on it, but if you want to get his guff, just remind him that we gave him the boot.
I see.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all.
She raises a grey eyebrow at him. Aldric shrugs and turns back to the
Just
fire.
watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales.
Tell me about the ogre camp.
Belongs to Flames That Whisper, Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
He pops an apple wedge into his mouth and chews it aggressively.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance or the broken stockade.
She pinches the bridge of her nose, squinting.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate him further.
He makes to toss another slice of peel into the fire, but he fumbles and drops his knife. He bends to pick it up, cursing. Okay, so he's obviously, maybe he's got some kind of injury or something? Or, like, he's distracted? I don't know. What does this matron have to do with anything?
The brawl outside was just the latest patch of trouble. The ogre clans are getting bolder, and we'll all sleep easier knowing they aren't circling our walls. Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
She crosses her arms and looks over to Aldric. Now, we do know that ogres are someone we can talk to. Like, we have in the past talked to an ogre. So we might be able to diplomacy our way through that.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle.
Got
Good.
it.
Before you leave town, stop by the Grave's Rest. Most visitors to Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land.
Okay. Don't know about you, but I'm parched all of a sudden. I do want to ask you some more questions.
What's on your mind?
I have some questions about Durgan's battery and the White
The Parkman
Forge.
dwarves guarded it like a mother bear. It's a wonder we know as much as we do.
I guess I don't have any questions
What's on your
about
mind?
that. I want to know more about Stalwart.
Adir founded us back in their colonial days to supply ore to the Empire. Saw a fair bit of traffic from both sides of the White March then.
She rubs the nub of her shortened ring finger.
But after the Dyrwood claimed independence, Defiance Bay found cheaper places to get ore. Didn't have much reason to maintain our supply routes.
Isn't Stalwart part of the Dyrwood?
Officially. Though with the state the roads are in, you wouldn't guess it.
What do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Or so I'm reminded every time there's a game shortage, ogre attack, or a neighborly dispute. I'm a builder by trade, though. Traveled all over Air Glonfoth and the Dyrwood in my younger days, but ended up back here anyway.
She gives you a vague smile that's gone as quickly as it appears. Tell me some of the more important places around town.
Here in the center? Let's see. The Grave's Rest is next door. Hafric can set you up with a room and a hot meal there. The fishery's just on the edge of the lake, and the Temple of Andra is next to it. No one keeps a secret like Lavda. Or so I'm told.
A temple that keeps secrets. You might want to go there and see if they know anything about this battery.
A few folk live in this part of town, too. Seemed a lot safer before the ogres broke through the western gate. Thiersch lives next to the old mine shaft, and Tana, the old mine overseer, is next door to me.
Let's talk about something
What's
else.
on your mind?
Can you tell me anything about the last expedition that went to Durgan's battery?
They didn't volunteer much, and I knew better than to ask.
She scratches her jaw, frowning.
I've seen all types charging through here. Professional companies with shiny new equipment as brazen as you please, and hopeless runts with nothing but tattered leathers. But these folk, I don't know what they were after, and the way they looked at you made you feel cold all over.
She shakes her head as if dislodging a bad
Wish I
dream.
could tell you more.
Perhaps we'll find more in the battery itself, yes? Alof nods at you with a guarded look.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. Farewell. Well, I think before we leave this room, we should definitely talk to Aldric.
Something else you need?
Do you know anything about Durgan's battery?
It's a fool's hope. A fantasy that's kept these parts inhabited longer than they should be.
He glances around the old house and its worn
They
furnishings.
say the Pargrunan dwarves developed Durgan's steel, became powerful, rich. And then one day, they locked their doors and died.
He shrugs, turning his palms towards
Nothing
you.
like a mystery to stir folk up. Most of Stalwart is convinced that some Pargrin secret will save us all. But that don't stop them from whispering a prayer when they pass the old fortress.
A sour smirk crosses his lips. Earlier you said I should make peace with Matron
About the
Berrigan.
only thing folk here haven't tried. Killing one more matron won't change things for long.
He shakes his head.
Besides, her clan's flames that whisper. The one that attacked us was Wolf with many mouths. I'd know him anywhere.
They're cut from the same cloth, Aldric. Only a matter of time before Baragon marches through that gap in our walls.
At the sound of Renegild's voice, Aldric's shoulders stiffen. His jaw works in a silent but furious retort. You seem to disagree with Renegild in quite a few matters.
Mother's convinced that a magic forge will turn this frozen crack into a hub of civilization. She can't accept this place is dying.
Mother, that explains so much.
Me? I'd just as soon move on.
What do you do here?
I'm a carpenter, Mother's a builder, so it felt like a good fit at the time.
He presses his lips into a wide
Not
frown.
that we've got a lot of new folk to build houses and furnishings for. These days, I spend most of my time fixing up the stockade.
Okay, well, farewell. Right, so I think this is a good point to end the episode. Thank you for watching, and we will be moving on to the rest of the town in the next episode. See you then. Goodbye.